How about Command and Conquer soundtrack?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Fields rolling to his right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now Jones. And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hall again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Homer. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Ready? Let's go. Out right here.
Here's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Zerline connects on the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on the Ace. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Buying time to his left. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, now they'll try the end around. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Get in the end zone, 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 13 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, Or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hall again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A give running right is Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it 21-8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
They'll run this with Homer. He'll take this to the 46.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Homer. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Going on the ground with Homer.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
3rd down and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So where all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is Jones.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Velus Jones.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ball again on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Straight ahead is Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10. Hall again. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and that changes everything. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6. Pass to the right. There's Jones.
No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
They'll give to Hall.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 202 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Hall again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? Let's stay with him.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Fields now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
On 4th down, Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.